How are we doing today, Twin Flames? I'm here today to share with you some quick but exciting news regarding my personal Twin Flame union, which I'm hoping will bless, uplift, and inspire you all immensely as a result. A few months ago, and every once in a while within these videos, I discuss with you all the sort of miraculous culmination and transformation, you could also say, that takes place whenever we finally reach a certain stage of maturity on the Twin Flame journey. This miraculous culmination point that I'm speaking of is known as Hieros Gamos, or the sacred marriage, or even the sacred sexual immersion process. And I see this as a sort of a climax that takes place, just like when you reach the tipping point of a movie, a book, or a TV show. So to continue, just right after waking up this morning, I laid down in bed for a few more minutes before officially getting up in order to allow my body and mind to gradually ease back to life and muster up some energy for the beginning of the day. When resting on my pillow, my guides, who were already alluding to a major event soon to occur for my twin and I for a couple weeks now, mainly brought forth by the intense solstice gateway portal from June, I was told by my spirit team in a very celebratory, even happy birthday like way, that my twin and I made love last night for the first time ever in the etheric realm. I couldn't believe what I had heard, and although I was very excited, I was able to monitor just how much I had matured since the very beginning of my twin flame journey, when I had heard other twins sharing their sacred merger experiences with others on the internet. Because back then, and I'm sure you all can relate on some level, even the thought of this successfully occurring between me and my twin felt impossible, out of my reach, even my league, and only for a certain chosen few. They continued to speak to me in a very whisper like, excited manner in order to make me aware even further about how serious, beautiful, and extraordinary this is for the both of us, which then made the energies of an actual wedding ceremony taking place for us in heaven play in the background. It soon began to come into my awareness that this was a whole experience that I had partaked in, but had forgotten on major levels, due to how high up in the ethers you are when the sacred marriage occurs, as well as for the simple fact that it was a dream, making it hard to recollect every single aspect of what took place. My guys then said, it's just gonna keep falling, and sure enough, my personal experience began falling down into my heart chakra because they didn't want me to miss it after all these years waiting for it, and it didn't tell the lovemaking experience we had together, flashes of experiences we are to share together in the future, and I even felt an etheric baby, guys, I swear there were two, very likely to symbolize twin flames, swimming around in my etheric belly, I guess you could call it, which made the energies of brand new life, an overwhelming amount of abundance, freedom, destiny, huge dreams, and wonder out of this world become possible when it seemingly was not before. Even though I'm in a gay twin flame union, because I am mainly the divine feminine polarity of the union, this means that we still undergo very similar experiences as a straight twin flame union, which is what everyone needs to understand, as we are androgynous in our natural, energetic nature and form, which also means that we are expansive, multidimensional beings capable of achieving pretty much anything and everything as anyone else. Shortly afterwards, I then began to feel a ton of purifying light and new earth energy within our personal soul song and love language stamped into it, exit my body, fall onto the ground, and begin spreading everywhere in order to bless the entire space that I was in. It was a whole thing, y'all. Anchor in the new earth energies with our personal stamp into it, and even begin shooing people away in quantum time before it actually happens, so that we'll have all of the internal and external space and freedom to flourish as much as we so please freely without any karmic interferences this time like in the old paradigm. Your union will do this for you too, as this is an effect that takes place for all unions here on mission to save Mother Earth from eternal damnation and to send her into true, heavenly yet grounded, which is very important, guys, paradise, so that we may feel incredibly human yet like an extraordinary starseed hybrid being at the same time. This is where the golden age and its golden grounding energies come into play for the new earth, in order to remind everyone that, although we are ascending our consciousness in the world into the higher 5D timelines, we are still to remain our natural selves as much as possible, so that we won't be out of our bodies, lost somewhere else, feeling like someone else, acquiring more false belief systems about who we are, where we are in time and space, feeling like we have no purpose or even like we have a strange, unordinary purpose, or feeling like we are still in some form of an ascension process, fighting for survival on some level for the chance to get to some unknown destination in the end. I'm going to intend that you feel these energies of the golden age that God is bringing here right now, along with the new earth paradise, in order to bless and ground us with, as it can surely remind you of the grounded, much more real, three-dimensional person who still matters, of course, you once were before you met your twin or before your ascension process started, as this is where we are meant to get back to and then some, in the end of the long, rabbit hole of a journey we were sent on for so many years. This is what's going to bring back the energies of life's story for us, which is what we all had, at least the majority of us, before the process began, which means that we will be much more thoroughly grounded into the real world, right where God wants us and where we naturally belong, especially after all that hell we've been through, which is where our rewards of abundance comes into the picture. In order to unravel your mind, soul, and consciousness from the sort of realm it's been stuck in for all these years, while you battle for unity, I'm going to intend that you receive downloads of this life story energy due to be bestowed upon us. Even mixed in with the real life you had before, it was blended into the false light Ascension Matrix game to attain enlightenment, so that you may fully understand where you are right now in time and space, that it is unnatural to reside here permanently, as people still need reminders that they're somewhat in a rabbit hole away from home oftentimes. Understand that you're entitled to this, and that it is not okay to thrust chosen twin flames and God's children into a matrix arena to battle for survival, purge out karma, and hope to maybe attain their own physical union that's already there someday if they're lucky enough to. We are in the beast system, traveling through its many, many portals to finally get to paradise, just like a crooked, evil game, to test and extend certain human beings as much as possible until they're finally superhuman beings in the end. Which means that, and yes, this was unfortunately confirmed to me by my spirit team at the end of my journey, that this is a spiritually illegal process that we've all been put through. However, you are not merged enough with your spirit team to be able to even access this highly important info until towards the end, which confirms even further that it is indeed an effed up game that we've been participating in to attain ultimate freedom for infinities to come. Which is also why huge inheritances are to be bestowed upon our chosen tribe, yes, even in mystical, magical ways, once we finally rise our consciousness out of the gaming system enough, you can call it, to see all spirit sets specifically. Which goes into the very thing that the many so-called sages and gurus have been speaking about for centuries now, that being enlightenment. Maybe this will help you finally understand where we currently are in time and space, which I'm going to intend that you can feel on immense levels right now to be on the safe side. So, now that we've sort of gathered all that information and I've been brought more into the same page, I wanted to bless all of you listening right now from my personal union to yours, so that you may feel for yourself just how much of a bride to your bridegroom and vice versa you truly are for potentially the first time in your entire Twin Flame Heroes journey. Hopefully, this will wake you up that much further to your utter importance, to your true soul's calling, trickle over to your true twin flame, and inspire you to reach this very same stage, which you will, of your union. For you are most certainly worth it and most certainly deserve it. Before I leave you, my twin flame and I would like to bestow upon you all sort of etheric tickets to our etheric wedding ceremony in quantum time, so that you may feel like you were actually there as a participant, as I am sensing that some of you would definitely like to at least have the experience for the first time ever. My twin and I are very giving, unconditionally loving, jolly, fatherly, very motherly also, I will admit to. So you bet that you will also be receiving etheric gifts from us as well, just because of your support, and to also encourage you to keep going. This is also all possible because it is a big union. It is big enough to bless many. That is perfectly okay. What we're here for truly, and we as twin flames, yourselves included, have every right to celebrate and appreciate that all we want humbly, and is also actually encouraged. So that's right. You get a gift, you get a gift, and you get a gift. I want to say, just like Oprah or something, because that's how expansive and all encompassing true twin flames, especially when together, are, and truly wish to get the chance to be fully someday. Even if life makes them forget this for a long time until they remember. So, enjoy your presence, beautiful royal twins. Thanks so much for attending our etheric wedding ceremony. I wish you so many blessings. You are all princes and princesses, and I can't wait to communicate with you in an even more three-dimensional, true-to-life, fun, out-of-the-box way once my twin and I officially break into the new earth. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check the description for info on my services and offers. Like and subscribe if you like future content from me, and stay blessed, twins. Bye.